welcome back to Incredibly Useful Exercises for the Double Bass, where we condition specific aspects of our performance in short, stolen moments. Today, we'll explore one of my go-to exercises when training for recitals and concertos. It builds velocity, agility, endurance, and hand shaping for pure tuning in the upper positions. Let's explore Bumblebees by Gary Karr, adapted from a famous cello exercise by Bernhard Cossman. I want to thank Joey Nager for his generous support of this series. Joey has been my go-to luthier for over 5 years. He sculpted my fingerboards buzz-free on both my 1850 English orchestra bass and my solo bass, making them so easy to play, and his tone work on my basses keeps them sounding full, free, and beautiful. Many professional working bassists throughout Texas rely on Joey for fixing and maintaining their treasured instruments. The Joey Nager prize-winning basses are also wonderful instruments. Please visit Joey's website listed below, and if you happen to be in the Houston area, pay him a visit to play his basses and to see how he can improve the playability and tone of your instrument. Bumblebees are 4 minutes long, velocity and endurance are topped out at 6, power is a 5, control is 3, mindfulness is 1, and coordination and expression are 0. We play Bumblebees in thumb position for the exercise and mastery of accurate, quick, and powerful left fingers, for the exercise and conditioning of a fixed chromatic hand frame, and for mastery of pure intonation. Bumblebees are otherwise known as the Cossman exercise, named for a legendary cellist named Bernhard Cossman. He was born in Dessau, Germany, and worked in the Paris Grand Opera and the Moscow Conservatory before founding and teaching cello in the music school in Frankfurt. He lived from 1822 to 1910, was friends with Brahms, Liszt, and was Mendelssohn's favorite cellist. So yes, he knew what he was talking about. In 1876, he published an exercise book, Studies for Developing Agility, Strength of Fingers, and Purity of Intonation. This book is a standard exercise book in the cello world, and there is so much in there that is incredibly useful to bass technique. My research on Cossman led me to some concise, insightful writing by Miranda Wilson, the cello professor at the Lionel Hampton School of Music at the University of Idaho, and co-artistic director of the Idaho Bach Festival. She writes for Strings Magazine and other online sites. Go check her out and read some more of her articles. She's great. I've included some links to her writing in the description. I'm grateful to her for her insight into these exercises from a cellist's perspective. So, Bumblebees goes like this. And that's it. It's fun, right? It's a simple pattern, but when you move down chromatically, it has a really nice musical direction. It's played with all of the fingers a half step apart and is made up of 3 chromatic finger patterns, which exercises every possible finger combination except for thumb 1. The first pattern is thumb 3, 2, 3. The second pattern is thumb 3, 1, 3. And the last pattern is thumb 2, 1, 2. Leaving out the thumb 1 pattern allows us to focus on the distance of the hand frame in a minor third shape and allows for the chromatic tuning within the shape. It starts from the outside and works its way inwards instead of starting inside and working out, which is always better. My favorite quote of Professor Wilson's writing is this: "Daily fundamentals practice should always include exercises in moving rationally from finger to finger, making smooth adjustments in the angle of the hand so that the arm's weight supports the finger that is on the string." I love the way she phrases this because it rhymes with what I say in teaching thumb position. You don't press the finger down any more than you press your legs down when you stand or walk. You stand on your fingers and let the fingers support the weight of your arm. The other idea I like is exercises in moving rationally from finger to finger. We practice playing notes, but we also need to practice moving from one finger to another every day. As you move from finger to finger, the whole arm is in a constant state of rebalancing over the fingers. And since everything we play consists of moving from one finger to another, it makes sense that daily attention to this, even for a short while, will produce big and useful results. We have another exercise that we do for this exact purpose, Max's Magic, that we'll explore in a couple of weeks. There are two big challenges with bumblebees. The first is that your thumb and third finger need to be strong enough to support the weight of the arm. Since we don't use these fingers to play notes in the lower octave, it may take some time to get them strong and agile enough, but that's exactly why we do this exercise, for agility, strength, and tuning. To strengthen your thumb and build your callus, just play a note with your thumb and slide it up and down the string until you feel a burn. I've trained my calluses to be exactly between the knuckle and cuticle. Your thumb is different, so figure out what works, but avoid the cuticle. It just hurts. For third finger training, try flicking your finger with your thumb. You'll feel a little stress on top of the finger. This is helpful. I do this in my idle time. It's a great way to keep your fingers in shape. The second challenge happens once your fingers are strong. The act of extending and retracting your fingers take a toll on a muscle on the back of your forearm called the extensor digitorum. These are a group of 3 muscles that are connected to the elbow here, then connect to your finger tendons around here. When you do the bumblebees, you'll feel a burn here. That's your extensor digitorum working. Bumblebees works and strengthens this muscle group. So remember, a comfortable burn is normal, but a sharp pain is not. I do 3 exercises to strengthen this muscle. First, lay your hand flat on a table, lift each finger one at a time, hold for a count of 5, and repeat. Next, and this is strenuous, so do be careful with it, hold your arm out straight, fingers up and palms out. Make a soft fist, hold to 5, and then straighten all your fingers upwards and hold to 5. Do this about 3 times. The last one is one of Victor Wooten's favorite exercises. Arms out straight, palms out, fingers up, and close and open as fast as you can for 30 seconds. This is fun to do in a group class, however, don't overdo it. And right around here, it starts to burn really bad, and whenever it burns, I just kind of stop and then let it burn off. So here's how we do bumblebees. We'll play it 3 times. The first time we do at a medium tempo and fairly loose, free, and relaxed. Then we rest for 30 seconds. We play it again a little faster, but still comfortable. Rest again for 30 seconds, and then play it one last time, pushing the tempo, working up to a good light burn in the extensor digitorum. In each repetition, we play with a strong left finger action for a clear articulation within the slur. Before I plan my recovery strategy because once I start, I don't let any mistake or fatigue stop me, just like in live performance. I work to avoid flyaway fingers at all times. It's bad technique and it overworks those forearm extensors. Also, I won't play past a comfortable fatigue. I'll actually keep going but slow down or hold one note to allow the forearm to recover and then continue. I won't stop playing until I reach the end of the exercise. I want to burn in my forearm, but I know my limits, so I know when to start letting off the gas. All right, ready? Here we go. 2, ready, go. And the nice burn is right on this side of the forearm. It's not so much over here, it's just here on this side. I have a timer going also so I can measure 30 seconds between each one. I don't want the burn to wear off completely. I want to stay warm for it. Ready, go. So that burn went a little bit farther. I've trained myself when I make a mistake in a technical exercise to try to smile. It helps keep my attitude and head in the right place. That's also what I do in performances too. All right, and this one I'm going to push just a little bit. To ready, go. And that is Bumblebees. When Gary Karr plays this, he actually continues this exercise past the low D, replacing the thumb with a first finger, using a hybrid pivot technique combined with a four-finger technique. It's a wonderful challenge if you want to push yourself to the limits. Remember, don't overdo this one. It just takes 1 to 3 times a day working up a comfortable burn in your forearm to see amazing results in your finger strength, agility, and tuning in just a matter of weeks. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you find Bumblebees as useful for your performance as it has been for mine. I present this in the way that I've used and benefited from it. I don't intend to say that it's the only way to practice or approach finger agility, strengthening, or tuning. Adapt these ideas to your style of curiosity, conditioning, playing, or teaching. Practice this and all exercises in the series in short stolen moments, or incorporate them into your regular conditioning routine. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and leave any questions, comments, observations, success stories, or suggestions below. Please check out the incredibly useful exercises series of workout books, available in paperback and ebook on the Amazon site in your country. I look forward to you joining me next time. Thank you, and be well, friends.